podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success, and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.
Welcome back to another episode of the Icon Podcast. I'm your host, Gianna, and today I bring you Suzie. Suzie's going to take us all the way back to the beginning. We're going to talk about how she got into the real estate world, where she's located, what market she's in, and her journey with EXP. Suzie, thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. So much fun.
Of course. It's a pleasure. Now, take us back to the start. Where did it all begin?
Oh my gosh. So I was in accounting and finance and audit way before I started real estate. So I'm not your normal real estate agent at all. And I met a real estate agent who had me help him out for a bit. And then I married him. Oh. And so together, my husband and I started a team. I was brand new to real estate. It was what year was it? 2013 when I got my real estate license, and we were with a big box brokerage for a while. And then we went independent and I became a broker. So I was supervising broker of our own team. And probably in 2018 or 2019, we had been introduced to the idea while we were independent of EXP. And then I just held off. I wouldn't listen. I didn't want to have anything to do with it. I didn't want to change again, all of the things that go through our head. Mm-hmm. And in winter, I think of 2020, I finally sat down and listened and got some different perspectives on things. And we went ahead and made the move from an independent brokerage over to EXP. So we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary now. So it doesn't seem that long, but it seems like a long time ago.
Coming up on a 1-year anniversary and already iconed. Hello.
I know.
That's great. So tell me the number one reason that you moved to EXP, because like you kind of touched on, you didn't want to listen. Making a move was scary. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they really have a lot to offer compared to other brokerages. So what drew you to EXP? What finally caught you?
So I think the big part for my husband and I, we had a decent sized team, and we wanted to do more for our agents. And as an independent brokerage or with some of the other big name brokerages in our market, you're limited to what you can actually do for your people. And there's so many things we wanted to do. And getting health insurance is expensive. It's expensive for a company to be able to offer a group plan. We weren't SEC. We weren't a publicly traded company. So we couldn't do the things that only those companies can do. So my background in accounting and finance and audit, I'm really coming from a corporate background. And when I realized that some of the benefits that EXP could provide us and our team were similar to the corporate structure, the corporate world, stock, revenue or profit share components of that, mm-hmm. and insurance, it really made me see it from a different perspective, made me see it through a different set of eyes. And that's a piece of it, but I'll have to tell you that the number one piece of it was actually the collaboration. Mm-hmm. So to know that I could go anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, and get information and experiences from people all over to help our business grow, that's just something that doesn't exist in an independent brokerage environment, right? You're in your own little bubble. So the collaboration was probably the number one. I got introduced to a group of people out of San Diego called the Fast Forward Movement with Mary Maloney and Dan Beer and Kyle Whistle. And we aligned ourselves with them. and we are part of their family tree, and the pouring into the people in their group is 7 days a week. No joke. It is a community unlike any other I've ever been in the corporate world or in real estate. And as soon as we got introduced to that and saw how that could change our world and the lives of all of the agents on our team, it was really a no-brainer.
And that's really saying something. There's so many people calling on you, so many people knowing that you're a high producer. And then EXP, not only is it good for you, but like you said, it's good for your team. You have that support. You have the structure of a corporate company without the limits of a corporate company. And that you love that. You have, like, the number one thing that I hear is, I wish I had sat down and listened about EXP sooner.
Yeah.
And I get it.
I do. I had let a lot of what was being presented on social media to influence the closed offness, I guess, of my mind, right? And had I listened to my husband, this is being broadcast everywhere, right? So I'm going to say it. Had I listened to him 3 years ago, we would be in a different place, but better late than never. There were a lot of factors that went into making the decision. We were very slow to make a decision to make sure that we were connected and aligned with the right group of people. And I had asked my sponsor, Mary, I said, what's the one question? She was also an independent. I said, what's the one question that you didn't ask when you made your decision that you would encourage us to ask of a potential sponsor? And she said, ask what support your family tree can provide you. What are they going to do?
The EXP family tree?
Yep, the EXP family tree. And I asked that question of several different people as we were figuring out who to align with. And that was the one question that made it easy to make our answer, to make our decision.
Yeah, just knowing that the resources expand beyond that, and that you have that support, the people, the collaboration. Like you said, the collaboration is the number one thing that you like about EXP. It's what brought you there. And you touched on it a bit earlier, that EXP offers revenue share, offers stock options, collaboration, and so much more. And I know a lot of people come over to EXP because they fall in love with the one thing, but then they find something else that they really love about the place that maybe they weren't expecting. Do you have any similar stories?
Definitely. I think it was, you know about, when you do some research, you know about all the things that are available to you as an agent. What I wasn't expecting with who we aligned ourselves with was how giving of their time and their information that they would be. I mean, I knew that they would, but it's still kind of, when you experience it firsthand, that was a game changer. The other thing, I didn't actually sign into our revenue share, stock share, our ShareWorks account for the stock and the equity program. I don't think that my husband and I even logged in for like 6 months because of the way it, like, you're just busy doing real estate. You're busy producing. You're busy helping families buy homes and sell homes and changing their lives. And you're helping attract and grow other agents' real estate businesses. You're helping other people. And so it's just a byproduct of what happens when you just do what you came into the industry to do. So that was a nice login surprise. So, it's everything it all starts with production and actually feet on the ground in the market, helping people with their real estate needs, whatever that is. So,
right. And changing their lives. It's a win-win all around. You seem to love what you're doing. You're good at it. You've iconned after a year, which means that you've built that culture in your team. You've made the production happen, and you're a hustler. You're working a lot. So what does it take for somebody like you in your spare time, in your free time, to debrief, de-stress, to maintain that work-life balance?
So I have 6 kids. 2 are
Oh,
still at
wow.
home. Yeah, 2 are still at home,
Mhm.
and two in college. One is actually a real estate agent with us, and another one is super successful up north. And I think that the key, at least for me,
Mhm.
is I just pour back into my family and into my agents. I'm always there to help them whenever they need their help, right? So that might sound stressful to some people, but what I know is that by picking up the phone at 9 o'clock on a Sunday, helping somebody with an offer, right? It's saving them time. And then it makes me feel really good that I'm able to help them. And then when I really want to just totally forget about real estate, I actually coach my daughter's gymnastics team. So
Okay.
2 nights a week, 3 hours a night, we are in the gym doing gymnastics, and I've got a team of about 20 kiddos that I help there. So that's kind of my fun out of the real estate box stuff.
That is fun though. Wow, that's really cool. So circling back to the iconing in 1 year, and you earned it. It's not just given, it's earned with culture and production and all the above. I know some people are listening right now wondering what the Icon Award is. Would you mind kind of explaining that and
Sure.
how much production you had to do to get to that and the benefits that the award has brought to you and maybe your team?
Yeah. So that actually was probably a bigger surprise than the other. If we go back to the previous conversation, I'm just sitting along writing up an offer, and I get an email that says, "Congratulations, you've hit Icon." And I knew sort of what it was,
Mhm.
but I didn't really know what it was until it affected me, right?
Yeah.
And in the EXP world, my husband and I actually are a domestic team.
Mhm.
So the Icon Award may have my name on it, but my husband, Martin Taggart, also was in that award earning with me.
Great.
So it's
Giving
when
a
you,
lot of credit to the husband here. He was right. He also earned this
I
award.
know he was right. Uh, the the thing that really surprised me about it was how easy it was to achieve when you are just doing what you came into the real estate industry to do, at least for me.
Yeah.
So in our market, we have about a $300,000 median sales price. So for us, oh, we actually iconed in less than 6 months.
Wow.
So our anniversary date was March, and we iconed in September.
Okay.
So right at that 6-month mark.
Mhm.
Um, so when you icon, you're given half of your cap back in company stock
Mhm.
right away. That was pretty amazing, especially with only doing what you came into the real estate industry to do. So I actually started real estate with my husband. We were over at another brokerage here in town, and we're in the Kansas City market, Kansas City metro market. And we paid our cap and a little bit more for royalties. And we really got our commission checks cut to us and the opportunity to attend a team meeting that was, once a week for a handful of agents in the brokerage. And we never got it back. We never saw it back. And that's one of the reasons why we went independent to begin with. If we're paying into this company, we should be seeing something returned back to us.
Yeah.
And that to know that I'm paying out and I'm getting to see it come back to me by just giving to my clients, to the agents on our team, and to other agents in the EXP community is just it's so special. It's when you look at how everything works, what we're paying into EXP with our cap is that's actually the revenue share, right? So we're paying that in, and that's being shared with all of the people that are pouring into us every single day. And then we can get the remaining half of our cap back by attending events, and then by contributing in masterminds and teaching and training and mentoring. So it makes perfect sense for EXP as a company, as a requirement of their top producing icon agents. If you come and give your time and your experience and your attention to other agents, we're going to contribute back to you in exchange for that. So you're learning as if you were an independent agent and you didn't join a team. You can attend all of these great classes in the EXP University led by icon agents. You're learning from the people who are feet on the ground running a very successful real estate business for either themselves or their team. And that's pretty amazing. You just can't get that anywhere else. So love it.
Back to that collaboration, right?
That collaboration.
Community. And that's
It's a big community. Yeah, we iconed in September, and EXP conference, the EXP con was in October. And so we were like, well, I guess we got to go now because we had hit our icon status. And that was a really fabulous event to be able to see people from all over the world sharing the best things about their businesses with other people from all over the world without asking for anything in return.
Right. And then like just too, like the virtual mentorships, like getting to see these people in person and actually connect with them, like, oh my gosh, like you know them. And most of them you do know, but you've only ever seen them in, I guess, 2D, right?
Right.
Can't interact with them, no hugs. So that's really cool. And that's a fun aspect of the Icon Award that gives back to you, that allows you to give back more. And it just is really, one of my guests said that it's a lot like learning, earning, and returning.
Yes.
Right.
I love that.
Back into that. And I've been sharing that with everybody because I just like, it's just stuck with me. It's so true.
Yeah.
And so for those agents right now, just joining EXP, and they're wondering if the Icon Award is obtainable for them, especially within their first year, obviously, the first 6 months. What would you have to say to them, about how the Icon Award can change the route of their career, or maybe something to help them achieve that?
Yeah. So if you are aligned with a group of people, either just within your market or on a team that is invested in you and your success, super easy to achieve the Icon Award. In our market, you're looking at maybe 15 to 25 transactions, depending on the price point that you're working in. And if you're doing your daily behaviors and you're making your outreaches and you're building and nurturing relationships, that should be super attainable. For all of my agents and everybody that we meet across the country, like we're bringing somebody on from San Diego, we're bringing somebody on from Sarasota. It's really easy to talk about how this works and how this can help build their real estate business and change the lives of their families, because you own the company, right? You have an ownership stake in the company that you're working with. You have people who are helping you achieve it. And we're all working together to make sure that everybody is as successful as they can be. You're working to pay yourself back, right? So you're paying a little baby bit in your handful of transactions, and then you get it all right back and then some, because you're getting that collaboration from the community that you've chosen to align yourself with. And there's just nothing like that anywhere else. There's a lot of freedom that comes with that too, right? Because you're not the one stuck having to figure it all out. You've got people who've already done it, who've come before you, who can share all of their secrets, all of their things.
Exactly. And they're happy to. It's not necessarily like it's a secret, but it's not. They're so excited to share that with you. They just want you to be eager to learn and coachable. And for the final question, I mean, you were one of them. Real estate agents from the outside looking in, they see this greener grass and they're like, there's no way. This cannot be true. This is a pyramid scheme. What's the catch? What do you have to say to those people that, simply won't listen?
So pyramid, yes. Scheme, no. Every company is a pyramid. There is a founder of a company, and then there are the board of directors that support them, and the vice presidents of all of the different departments, and then you've got your employees. And in most companies, people are rewarded for good work, and that reward rolls up. It's the very same thing that's happening here. The idea of revenue share and stock, those are some things that we wanted to be able to offer our team. We couldn't, we now can, but that is not what actually drives us and gets us up every morning and gets us into the office and out showing homes and in listing appointments. Those are a byproduct of just doing what you're supposed to be doing in the industry. So all of the things that you hear that make it sound ugly or not attractive or something you don't want to participate in, I would just encourage everybody to sit down and actually talk to people about production and what you get with the production, right? The other stuff is a benefit. The other stuff is a benefit. It's your 401k plan, right? When you're in a corporate environment, it's your residual income that you get for contributing and being employed for another company for a period of time. It's the benefit that comes with doing your job that you chose to do, right? Because we're all here because we want to be here for various reasons. Nobody wants to work for free. So, we are here to be able to pay our bills. There are a lot of people who are here to help other people, and they get their bills paid in exchange for that. So whatever your reason is for getting into real estate, the rest of it just comes with production. And sit down with somebody who's been there. Sit down with somebody who didn't think that it was cool 3 years ago, and what we see in hindsight in 2020 in the rearview mirror, and why every real estate agent out there who's looking for communities, looking for collaboration, who's looking for these benefits that they can't get, why they did it. They'll tell you. And that's my big question, right? Is what is the one question that we haven't asked that we need to ask before making our decision? And that's what kind of support is going to be poured into you as you move forward with your career.
Absolutely. And that family tree, it's really a big deal here. It's really cool.
The family tree matters. It really does. It makes a huge difference.
I could absolutely see why you made the choices that you did, the team that you wanted to be on, and it shows in the success that you've had as your first 6 months already accomplishing Icon. Is there anything else you want to touch on, Suzie? Obviously, if they're in your area, reach out to them, even if you're not. We're in a virtual world.
That's right. We are in the virtual world. It's really finding somebody that you really connect with, that you can trust. Somebody who, when I talk to my clients, I tell them that find a real estate agent that you will actually listen to, but that you don't have to agree with all the time. Find somebody who will challenge the way you think. Find somebody who you can go out and have a beer with, or socialize with, in addition to respect their professional opinions, right? So that's the same way if you're a real estate agent and you're all out there on your own, you're not a real estate agent and you're looking to figure out where to go, find people, interview them, talk to them, ask questions. You have the right to choose who you work with. I tell my clients the same too. So make sure that it just feels good. It has to feel good.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's great advice. You can't choose your family, but
but you
can choose your EXP coworkers and coaches.
Yep, you absolutely can.
That's great. Make sure that you guys reach out to Suzie. That's what the EXP is all about, is that community. And start your family tree with Suzie, you know, it's great. She's got great resources to pour into you. She cares about pouring her time into you. That's what she does to make that work-life balance all worth it. And it's just fabulous. Suzie, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course, we'll talk soon.